You didn't see that. I was just stuffing my face. Hello guys, welcome back to Dee's Gaming Corner. I hope you guys like those little tiny skits I do at the beginning. I hope that's not too awkward. But today we are back with episode 5, where we are going to take care of the Able sisters and Nook's Cranny. And I'm going to be building them side by side. But first, of course, we have to get rid of all of these trees that are in the way. And that's exactly why I was eating all those carrots. So this was actually a really nice build. I really enjoyed this this part of the process. It was actually pretty easy for me. I feel that I had already gone into the build knowing exactly what I wanted, and that definitely helps. That definitely helps when you know exactly what you want and it's easy for you to execute. Right after this, I'm actually going to be taking care of the countryside marketplace, which will be right behind these two stores. And it's going to kind of be the starting point of the marketplace. So let's time travel. And we're back. Okay, so now they're side by side. And there is a lot of work to do because I wanted to create this small lake with a tree in the middle, kind of like a small tiny little island right in between Able Sisters and Nook's Cranny. It's basically what's going to separate them, but also like the focal point. I don't know. And then I want to do the fencing in the background, because even though this is going to be quote-unquote part of the marketplace, I do want to give some separation between those two. I'm really trying to do the same thing that I accomplished on the other side, but it looks like it's not working out. Yeah, it's not working out the same way. It just looks odd. Also, keep the cute little blanket. I wanted to make a cute little picnic by the Grand Lake. I really like how it's looking. So let's see, I think I want to start. Sometimes I just stand around for quite a while, just wondering what I'm going to do. But we're going to start with the layout of what I want. The small, it's kind of actually, you know what? It's not even a little lake. It's more like a pond. I'm basically doing a small pond. And of course, I have to energize so that I can continue breaking more stuff. Okay, so as you see here, I have already... I'm actually trying to make it look as natural as possible. I don't want any harsh lines or any like harsh cuts. So like on the sides, I will be taking care of that now. I'll be fixing that. I really wanted to put a light pole here, but it wasn't working out. So I think a clock is fine too. I mean, it's almost like a park clock. I would have added more things in this small tiny little island, but once again, I didn't want to overdo it. So this is the part that I'm like, okay, we need to fix this, make it more natural. There we go. Okay, that looks perfect. Gonna add some trees so it doesn't look so bare. Now there's a lot of things that I've been learning so far through the comments, but of course I filmed this prior to those comments, so there's a lot of things that I will be applying in the future. So if you see that I'm doing the same mistake here, it's because this is already something that I worked on. Many times when I felt kind of like a mental block and I couldn't figure out like what to do with certain areas, I would just, you know, give it a break and I would go work on other areas of the island. So that's basically what happened here. I think I did this during the time that I was going through a little bit of stress with the neighborhood build. I had kind of put the neighborhood build aside for like a day or two, and I worked on this. I have a lot of selling to do with these flowers. And sometimes I just always use this little box, this drop box, because I really don't want to waste time going inside talking to Timmy and, oh my god, I can't remember, Timmy and Tommy. For a second I almost forgot their names. It's like I don't really go in there in the shop that much these days because I'm just super busy trying to make this island beautiful. So I thought this fencing would be kind of nice. And of course, this pathing took hours because since I'm not the best with pathings, there was so much of this footage that I had to kind of skip because when I tell you I spent hours doing this, I think the recording was like 2 hours and a half. Because I was just taking my sweet time, just going back and forth, trying to see what looked best. I wanted to make the pathing go around the pond. And I think I did a decent job. It's not so bad. Not the best, but not so bad. This is definitely a learning curve. Even with these old, what's supposed to look like withered bricks, sometimes I feel like they look a little bit awkward, but maybe they're just meant to look like that and I'm just not used to it. Also, does it ever happen to you guys that you're in the middle of a build and you're already thinking about like what your next island is gonna be, like what the theme is? Because I've already been brainstorming. I'm not even done with this island and I'm already thinking about what my next island is going to be. Also, I do want to say thank you once again. I am really grateful because I've been noticing that we are almost at 100 subscribers. And I did say that if I hit that goal of 100 subscribers, I would make an Instagram account. I know that not everyone has Instagram, but I just felt like it would be fun to make an Instagram for my gaming. Maybe down the line, I will create a Discord. I feel that that would be pretty nice to do. I've seen a lot of gamers do it, and that's a really good way to communicate, and I feel that that would be a lot of fun. Okay, I think I wanna... Oh, okay, this looks so much better. So this is what I did so far. I'm gonna add some patches of grass, trying to make it look as natural as possible. I had a lot of ideas for the Able Sisters area, but in all honesty, I ended up going with something much simpler, because I was already noticing that with the marketplace build, it was becoming a bit laggy, and that's definitely something I don't want to have. I don't want to cause any kind of lags due to the amount of items that are placed, so we're keeping it nice and simple. Fauna is so adorable. I gave her that winter hat. I think it's like a beanie. I gave her that for her birthday, and I love how she's wearing it midsummer. I think it's Maple, the one who has a Christmas tree sweater. I really want to gift her something like a dress or a t-shirt or something that goes well with her, because I just feel like that sweater does not go with the time. It's summer, and I think I want to keep it that way. Honestly, I was thinking to make this into a dream address, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, because if I do want to start another build in the future, I'm not going to be able to keep this one, obviously, unless I buy another Switch. I think this is going to be... This little area here is going to be the campsite, which that's actually something that I will show after I edit the marketplace build, and after I edit the peninsula build. We will start working on the campsite. I'm actually pretty excited for the campsite because I have a few ideas in mind, and I already collected the items that I need for that build, so let's see how that goes. Sometimes I have an idea in my mind and then it tends to change and I end up getting a complete different result from what I thought at first. Okay, I think I like this option better. Those tables remind me so much of like picnics at school field trips for some reason. I really wish that they would have lavender flowers, but since they don't, I guess we're just using the blue hyacinths. Hyacinth. I don't know how to say that. And I kind of feel like I don't like the color of this storefront. Let's see, I'm gonna choose something else. Okay, I think that's good. Kind of. I just want it to match the wood on the side, and the wood on the side is white, so... Okay, I think that looks better. So I did think about putting these lights and the log couch or the log sofa, but it was making it a little bit difficult for anybody to sit. And even though it's not necessary for me to make a seating spot, I still like functionality, so... Look at Rudy. He is so adorable. Okay, we're putting that leaf pile there again. And I want something more natural for the sign. So instead of doing this, I think I'm gonna go with this instead. The wooden sign. Every time I see this wheel, all I can think about is Sleeping Beauty. Okay, this is gonna be almost like, I don't know, it could be anything. It could be a pile of boxes that they are recycling, or a pile of boxes because they received more shipment. I really thought about what to do on in the back area of Able Sisters, but like I said, I didn't want to overcrowd anything, so I ended up going against my initial ideas, which I was actually going to add some clothing racks to make it look like an outdoor clothing shop. But I think I just didn't want to do that. I think what I did so far is fine. I love these angled posts. Now let's get some items for that table, that picnic table. Kind of want to see... Sometimes I take my time looking through every item that I have in inventory and just kind of seeing what would go best. Okay, so I've been laying little portable radios, or just radios in general, throughout the entire island, because I love, whenever I visit islands, I love walking into sections that have some music playing. It's really adorable. I just want to make it as cheerful as possible, and I feel that having a radio in every single corner of this island with a different song playing would be nice, very nice. So I put this little sewing kit because it's almost like that's going to be the Able Sisters relaxing area. They're taking a break and they just sit there and, you know, they were sewing something, putting something together. Aww. So it's funny how I was actually staring at him, and then as soon as I started a conversation, that's what he said. Okay, you guys, so we definitely skipped over because I technically already finished, so we are actually going to be looking at the finished product. Like I said, this build was so easy for me. I feel that I went into it already knowing exactly what I wanted it to look like. There were just some minor things that I ended up changing. But this is what it looks like. And I hope you guys like it. This is a very beautiful way to basically show the whole entire build. So pretty. Definitely my thumbnail. Definitely the thumbnail, guys. I sometimes have to remember that I need to have a thumbnail shot. So here I put a little pillow for some cushion, a scrapbook, and some coffee. In this area, I'm thinking of doing the fruit orchard. And then on this side, I moved the campsite here. And we will be decorating all of this in later episodes, of course. But I can't wait to start this build for the campsite because I have a lot of ideas. So yeah, this is the Able Sisters and Nook's Cranny. And if we head on back this way, this is where the marketplace begins. Or, well, continues in a way, kind of. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.